Hey guys, so it's been a little like a couple hours since my last video, but now I can fill you in on everything else that happened today because today's been pretty action packed. So I met Jameson, the cute emo gardener boy, in the hedge maze, and then we parted ways soon after that because like could potentially be a new relationship, and I don't want to burn the candle wick too fast. Like I want to give him space. So like he went off to like do the rounds around the mansion, and I just went for a little stroll, just kind of moped, just still processing my hookup with Lord Ronson from last night, because it's like something about that wasn't that cute. Because yeah, we had fun, like Wenceslas is a really good kisser, but it's like, Wenceslas, you don't have to ply me with drink to get me to hook up with you. Like, I was genuinely attracted to him. And it's really a turnoff that, like, booze had to get involved. I don't know. I just feel a little funny about it. It was, like, a little off. So, anyway, I avoided him all day today. And we did pass each other in the halls a couple times, and we, like, didn't even speak to each other. He was totally glaring at me, but I wasn't about to indulge him. Like, I just went about my business. And, meanwhile, Jimmy and Marisha served me, like, another delicious meal. Like, they made this goulash that was so good. Like, it was so delicious. It was, like, a really, really good stew. And I was just biding my time till I could meet up with my girl, Francisia, and start looking for that artifact, the key to my escape from this place. So I started packing my luggage because I figured I'm probably needed to make a quick getaway, so my luggage better be ready to go by the door. I had a lot of like lotions and moisturizers to pack because like my skin gets really dry and cracked in the countryside. So I was like packing all that up, and before I knew it, it was midnight, and Francisia was at my door knocking and urging me to bring the items that I'd found in the house with me. And she could only mean the silver cigarette case and the locket. So I grabbed both, and before I knew it, she was leading me into the dark lawn outside the house in the night and handing me a shovel, and before I knew it, we were digging under that tree swing. Digging until our shovels hit a coffin. Yeah, it was like something hard, and we like unearthed it, and it was a coffin. And I look up, and the lady in white is floating above the lawn, and she's pointing urgently at the coffin. So we open it, and there's a corpse inside, a skeleton corpse, dressed exactly like the lady in white. Its skeleton hand was outstretched, and like I have a really good intuition, and I could tell exactly what it wanted. And that's when I placed that locket and that cigarette case in its hand, in its outstretched bony claws, and it grasped them. And then, if that wasn't enough, it reaches out its other skeleton hand and hands me a ruby amulet. And I was like, thank you. Yes, please. And Francisia gave me one look. It was the only look I needed that told me this was it. This is what we came for. And the lady in white was hovering there, smiling in gratitude until she faded into the darkness, into the night. And Francisia told me, quickly, we must cover up the coffin before the witching hour, before the clock strikes 3. And we had like mere minutes. I mean, this had taken a while, you guys. So like, we're like sealing up the coffin, just like closing it up, and then like putting the earth back on it, and like patting the earth with our shovels, like to cover our tracks. And not a second too soon, because we could hear from the house, the grandfather clock strike 3. The ghouls were due any moment now to step out into their frenzied bacchanal, and I needed to be back in the safety of my chamber. Francisia explained there's some kind of incantation spell on my chamber, and that's what keeps me safe there. That's the only place that the supernatural beings of this mansion can't get me. It's kind of like home base, like when you're playing tag. Anyway. Dumb analogy. So, like, she took me back to my room, and she told me, I'll come for you tomorrow night. If you can, seek out Jameson. And we hadn't even, I hadn't even had a chance to ask her about Jameson, and I wanted to know, like, okay, first of all, like, is he gay, straight, or bi? And, like, is he single? Like, those are the two most important things I needed to know. I hadn't even gotten to ask those questions, and I wasn't about to this time either, because before I know it, she had left me left me in my chamber. Left me to reflect on one hell of a day. So I don't know what is up with Ronson, with Jameson, with this ruby amulet that's in my pocket. But more will be revealed very soon, my friends. Later.